Welcome to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson. You're watching the fastest growing visual podcast in the Memphis market. Today, we're talking about Rich Homie Quan. May he rest in peace. We're also going to talk about the school shooting at Appalachia High School in Georgia. We're also going to talk about 5 black myths that turned out to be bullshit. Right. And last, we got my boy Computer, he's part of the 3-6 Mafia team. And we got Bow-Legged Fred, who's going to talk about this new genre of Southern Soul. So don't go anywhere. Hit that subscribe button. We'll be right back. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. Welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. Angelica got her phone going, so it's going to be in my mic, but it's okay.
Petty.
Real
petty.
Welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. You're watching the fastest growing visual podcast in the Memphis market. Let's give it up for that. Yeah, man. Yeah. This segment is brought to you by popularmail.com. We're excited to have you. We appreciate you. Y'all give it up for my wonderful co-host who's about to take a bite of Zaxby's chicken. Give it up for Angelica.
It's salty. That's like my blood pressure about to go up high or something. But yes, it's real salty. Okay, I say, hey y'all, hey.
Man, Kojak, bougie.
I ain't bougie. We gonna talk about Parkinson behind here starting ish before we get on this before we came on live though.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
You know you petty when you can jump online like you just starting no mess behind the scenes that like nothing didn't happen. But continue.
I know not what she's speaking of.
Who bought the Zaxby's?
Michelle. But it was my turn.
I thought it was Rico's spot.
I did. I improvised, but stay focused. All right, stay focused.
Give it up for my DJ. He's my DJ. DJ Kojak in the building. DJ Kojak, scratch it up for him 4 times.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn. One time for the blood pressure. Bring the blood pressure down over there.
Look, man, please get this shot. Yeah, her enjoying that Zaxby's, right? She after complaining, right? Right.
Free food.
And she's
it ain't free for me. That's why I'm eating it.
Oh,
man. And she is smacking. You look, I'm happy to see y'all.
I already see you Monday.
Right. We getting back in the groove, man. YouTube has been punishing us for being away for a couple of weeks. Man, they took us out of the algorithm. We got to get back algorithmed up.
But that last show was a great show, man. It was a great show.
Which one? Because we had two great ones, because Kia Shine. Kia Shine was dope. And then we had The Bank Robber, the show before that.
Oh my God, that's awesome. I can't wait till you post that show.
Yeah. It's up now. It's literally up now.
Oh,
you did it before
y'all need to check that out.
But I know you knew that because
before you came.
I know you knew that because you follow all of our stuff, right?
I do. Everything's on. Me petty. I do. I ask out of everybody. Y'all go look, verify. At everybody on here, I comment the most and engage the most. Okay. No shade, Kojak. Look, Kojak face.
I don't know now.
Crickets.
I got a whole page.
Yeah.
Now the fact that you said one whole page makes me confirm that we have multiple platforms we're available on. And what are those, Parkinson?
We have YouTube, Facebook,
he said one page.
Instagram. TikTok.
Thank you. He said one page. That's
LinkedIn. We're on LinkedIn.
Yes.
We're on
now,
Twitter.
LinkedIn, I don't set the tags on LinkedIn though.
LinkedIn has become a new dating site, man. That's where everybody jumping in. Yeah. Leah, she a big time professional. They jumping in your DM on LinkedIn, Leah. Oh, okay.
Don't need no more of that mess. Right. Don't need no more of that.
Over there, computer, you jumping in their DMs on LinkedIn, man?
On LinkedIn? What you offer them jobs? What you got some jobs?
Jobs, all right. Yeah. But look, on a much more somber note. Yes. Another school shooting in the U.S.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
4 dead. Colin Gray, 14 years old, charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter.
That's the daddy.
That's the daddy?
The daddy got charged
Colin
too.
Gray, 54. So it must Colt Gray is the son. Sorry, y'all. Misinformation. Colin Gray, 54, charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter, 2 counts of second-degree murder, 8 counts of cruelty to children. And his son, his 14-year-old son, Colt Gray. Yeah, there's Colin the dad, Colt, the son, 14 years old, man.
14.
14-year-old has
Can
been
you
charged with
imagine?
4 counts of felony murder.
Murder, yeah.
And will be tried as an adult.
Yeah.
And there's probably more charges to come. You know, it's sad, man. You know, that we're even having this conversation. You know, and think about it. I was watching one of the news reports on this, and the lady said, "This is something that is uniquely American," and that hit me to the core. Wow. Yeah, I mean, really, really think about that. This is something that is uniquely American, meaning that other countries, you know, throughout the world are not having these issues. And think about this too. You know, you get people that try to blame it on the video games, try to blame it on the music. They try to blame it on, you know, other stuff, right? But every single one of these other countries around the world got video games, got the music, you know, and whatever the other stuff. But the difference is they don't have the guns.
They don't have access like we do.
That's true. And you know, earlier I was watching, and the judge, he initially said that he was going to be charged with it. He could possibly get the death penalty, but he had to go back and say, "Look, Kojak, he's not going to get the death penalty, Kojak, because he's 14." But he went back and said possible life without parole. That's one of the biggest things, and they had the correction, but. Oh God, I lost my train of thought, Parkinson. But go ahead. He gonna get me. Look, he about to get me.
It's just really sinking in for me because you know at 14, you know, I was arrested for having a gun at school. Yeah, and it was my intentions to shoot some kids too. Yeah. You know, and you know, what I would like to see is, you know, really dig down and find out, you know. What's the reason that this 14-year-old wanted to shoot and kill either these kids or these teachers? Yeah. You know, there's a reason behind it. And, you know, and for me, you know, I was dealing with some dudes that called themselves being bullies, right? And so, you know, what I learned in Port Arthur, Texas is this is how you get rid of the bullies. You know, this is how you get the bullies off. You know, you lay them down, right? And honestly, that was what my intention was, because even though, you know, when I reported it to the adults wouldn't do anything. Right. And so, and, you know, I lost my position on the football team because I was dealing with that shit and lost, you know, I felt like I was losing, you know, I was the only one losing stuff. Right. And so, you know, when the adults wouldn't do anything, you know, these guys, they had this plan and this strategy, you know, that was supposed to go down on the last day of school. And I'm like, man, that's the best thing y'all could have did for me, was gave me a time, a date and a time. You know, so I okay. Yeah. So last day of school it is. I'll see you then. Right.
But I wonder what people do, like when when they report bullying, how serious do people take it? That's what I want to know. It almost need to be like a bomb threat at this point. Like you need to put the mama in, the daddy's in, everybody. Make sure nobody going home. I don't know at this point.
I'm sure they had a talk with this young man before though.
The dad,
he had to be 12.
The
FBI at that. The FBI had conversations with them. What I think last year, if I'm not mistaken.
And that's why the dad in trouble, because he already knew, and then he had access to his gun. That's why the dad's being charged. He gave him the guns, knowing the situation. That's why he's being charged.
Yeah, but my thing is this though: when those signs were seen, when you seen these signs a year ago, you know what kind of intervention happened, you know, between then and you know when the actual shooting took place.
Apparently nothing. He just got a warning. What? We see you. Well, maybe something did happen. It didn't work.
And, you know, also too, you know, because there's still so much information that's missing. You know, we don't know, you know, what was going on in that household. We don't know, you know, where the mental, you know,
aces, all kinds of aces.
Crossing took place, you know, and you know what was happening with this individual, this young 14-year-old Colt Gray, you know, at the time that all of this stuff was going. But I can tell you this. So when I was 14 and I was dealing with the same situation and I was going to shoot those kids, mentally I had checked out.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
mentally, I had already accepted whatever the fate of my actions was going to be.
But did you think you fully understood what the results of your action was going to be at 14 years old? You think you fully understood that these people are not going to come back and I can sit my tail in jail for the rest of my life?
I did.
At 14.
Listen, when a person tells you who they are, let them tell you.
I'm just saying,
Listen,
at
right?
14, that's a lot. 14 to know.
I'm telling you, I had mentally prepared for prison, for everything that was coming with it. I was that fed up. I was that far gone because I've been dealing with this. Think about it. I was a star quarterback I was the next up and coming black quarterback, second one ever at this high school. And this started in the locker room. So football season starts before school starts.
Right.
And the last threat was for the last day of school. I done dealt with this for a whole school year.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So my thing was I'm about to get relief.
Yeah.
From all of this, from this stuff, this stupidity. And so now when I hear anything that has to do with bullying, I'm triggered, right? I'm like, oh shit, where the bully at?
Did they beat you up?
No, they didn't. But it was the threats. Walk down the hall, they trying to embarrass you, try to knock your shit out your hand,
But the last day of school was, a long time ago. That was the day to do whatever you're gonna do.
Yeah. You know what was interesting? What was interesting about that is, I was arrested in my second period class, so it's still a little bit early in the day, and I had the gun on me. And so they took me down to the office, and of course, they got the gun, took me down to the office, and the police was there, and police escorted me down to the office with the principals, right? And when I got into the office, this was really interesting to me. Apparently, they had been meeting in the office with the guys and their parents for a minute before they came and got me, right? Because when I got down there, everybody's parents were in there, right? And the parents were crying. The dudes was crying, and I'm looking at them. I'm looking at them.
Now you want to cry?
They railroad.
And that's what I'm saying. Wait a minute.
You look like a bad guy.
Y'all, huh?
Was your mom?
Yeah, my mom was there. And
did she whoop you after?
No. My mom was sympathetic about it because I was about probably about Leah's size and not I was probably about 140 pounds maybe, soaking wet, right? I ain't that now, but I'm finer now. But I'm just kidding. But I was that, and these, remember now, I played my high school football in Texas. We ate, slept, breathed, the weight room. Yeah. So these big dudes, right? They all, and then, they were older than me. I was a sophomore. They were like juniors and seniors, right? And that matters to you mentally and when you're in high school. And but when I came in there and I saw them crying, they boo-hooing and stuff, and I'm looking at them now. Now I just feel disrespectful.
You irritated.
Now I'm like, man, y'all some pussies, y'all. Yeah. So all of this,
keep all
and
that
y'all
energy.
Now y'all over here boo-hooing to your mama, right? But for a whole year, y'all been plotting, fucking with me, this, that, and other every day.
Yeah. But what happened if they would have had this meeting before all this had happened?
It wouldn't.
That's what I'm saying. The bullying need to be that serious. Call your mama, grandma, whoever, they folks, the bus driver, everybody need to be on alert. Bring everybody in this room. Yeah, that's how it needs to happen.
But here's what I learned. Here's what I learned in that situation was bullies are cowards.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Yeah.
They really are, man. They really are cowards.
That's just like men who whip women. They are some weak individuals. Same difference. That's how I look at them.
Okay, we're about to. She made that left.
That's the same thing. They're in the same category for me. I don't want to say what I really want to say.
Took you back.
No, say what you really want to say.
I never. No,
It didn't take you back.
Really, he talking. He talking. Now you talking ADHD. That's it. Took you back. No.
Yeah, she was triggered, Kojak.
Yeah, she was triggered.
They just really weak. They weak.
Well, it's the flutter of the eyelashes for me, right? Yeah. but they are, and cowardly,
Yes.
I guess they figured, these dudes, they figured, they bigger than me, this, that, and other. It's more of them, about 4 or 5 of them, and I guess they felt like they had the power, right? And then when I showed up, I'm telling you, interestingly enough, you know, because they were after me, you know, they were after my brother, who was a year older than me too, right? And then we had these other two cats that were new to the school that the girls liked, right? Craig and Greg Johnson. Shout out to Craig and Greg Johnson. Craig and Greg. Right. And so they didn't like them either, right? And you know, what it was about was a funky ass girl.
I wish we could find them now.
Right.
I'm find them on Facebook.
You gonna find them on Facebook? One, Dennis Font. No, one was his main ring leader.
I'm gonna find them for real. We're gonna bring him as a guest.
Right, bring him on as a guest. I would love to. He down there in Florida where you were, Leah. He down there in Florida somewhere. I would love to talk.
Dennis, we want to talk to you.
And so look, so when you know when we understood the assignment, they gave us the plan. You know, we met, you know, before school, and you know, it's so fun. It was not funny. But it's really serious. But, you know, Craig brought two guns. He brought one, and they look like two Saturday night specials.
Wow.
Right? But one was real and one was fake. And so we're in a huddle before school. And we're like, okay, man, which one you want? Which one you want? Right? It's all four of us in the huddle, right? I said, shit, which one is the real one? I said, that's the one I want. No, not even a second of hesitation.
That's so scary.
Because I had mentally prepared for what was going to happen. Yeah. And I said, and I saw it in my head. I saw what was going to happen. The first person that raised their hand up like they about to throw a lick, pop. Right. And when he turns and says, he shot me, I was going to follow him and shoot him some more. That was what that's what I saw. That's what I saw in my head. Thing. I saw it in my head.
Saw the whole thing. Get banned off YouTube after
saw
this
the whole
story.
thing. But that's my point though. You know, when that intervention is not happening and you got people, I was crying out, not crying literally, but I was saying, man, y'all, get these because you don't know where a person is mentally at any given time of the day. And you don't know how stable people are mentally at any given time of the day. And them dudes don't know how close they came to losing their life.
Leave folks alone. Good Lord.
At what point did it dawn on you? I know you was 14 at the time, but looking back, at what point you was like, man, I almost did that.
I never regretted any of my actions, and still don't today. But I thank God for the one individual that knew about it and told the principals. He saved everybody's life.
Who's the individual? We need to bring
his name is Donnell Fusilier.
We're gonna have a shooter reunion.
But here's what's funny about this, right? I did catch up with Donnell, right? Donnell lives in San Diego now, right? Shout out to Donnell Fusilier. Shout out to all the folks in PAT, right? So Donnell, I reminded Donnell about things that happened, right? Donnell said, man, I don't even remember. Man, look, hey, real talk. But we was 14, you know, shit, I'm 56 now. Yeah. Who's the math person? How many years is that?
I can't do math.
But it just goes to show you, though. I mean, 14 years old, right? And I'm not being a sympathizer with Colt Gray, but I do want America and the people that's watching to understand that we have to find out what's going on with our kids and intervene before something like this happens. Because I was almost the shooter. I was literally hours away from being the shooter and probably having the first mass shooting in a school in Texas history. You know, I just, man, and you know, my heart goes out to all of the victims and you know, and here's the last thing I'm gonna say on this. You know, these individuals, well, second to the last thing, these individuals, you know, that have lost children in these mass shootings. I'm not just talking about in Georgia, but I'm talking about all across the country. They are sick and tired of these Republicans saying our thoughts and prayers go out to the families and the victims of these mass shootings. Your thoughts and prayers are not going to bring their family members back. You know, and it's the same old tired ass, cliche ass line, you know, that they say every time there's a mass shooting, when it's their policies of, you know, letting guns out there. Anybody can get a gun. Anybody, no background check, no training. You want to drop the age to 18, and, you know, and this, that, and other for kids to walk around with assault rifles. You know, it's your policies that are causing, you know, these mass shootings of our children. And now what your response to that is, we're going to let the teachers carry the guns.
Yeah.
Are we gonna
So it can be
let
a full
everybody carry a
shootout.
gun?
It'll be a full shootout.
Man, that's
We need the rules like New York, where nobody can carry a gun. If you caught, you get an automatic 5 to 6 years.
Hold
That's
on,
how.
hold on now. I don't need to go.
We don't need that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
I
sorry.
think it's
Go that
not
far.
New York got it.
we need
Something.
We need checks and balances. We need background checks, responsible gun legislation. Right. And here's the last thing I want to say too, and I don't know how you feel about this, but and Kojak, I want to ask you too. So, some of the Republicans are pushing a law that would say, your kids have to pack their cell phones up when they're at school, and so they take the cell phone away from your kids, right? But when the Republican that was running this legislation this year in the Capitol, I voted against it, and my vote helped kill the bill. And here's why I said until these Republicans change these policies that will make our schools safe, I would not dare want you to take my child's cell phone. And for my child to be able to communicate with me, because I will not depend on no school administrator to save my child when they're trying to save their own ass.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
And I'm not knock against teachers and administrators.
All right.
I know y'all love the kids,
But some have died saving kids though too.
yeah,
So,
some have died.
Yep, they have.
But the worst thing to me, and I watched these parents in these interviews, and they talked about their communications with their kids. One black father was saying, I could hear the gunshots and hear people screaming and hollering, right? Another one said, my child texts me, I love you so much. And just imagine if that's the last text you get from your child, or you don't get one at all because the phones are locked up.
Yep, and you got to guess if it was your child.
And you hearing and seeing on the news, there's a school shooting going on at my child's school, and my child can't communicate with me.
Oh yeah.
I would never support a piece of legislation like that until they clean up these policies and make our children safe.
I agree.
Make our children safe again.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. There ain't nothing to say behind that.
Yeah. All right, y'all don't go anywhere. Hit that subscribe button. We'll be right back. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Grab a backwood and roll up. Grab your cup and let pour up. They didn't want us round it first, but now they act like they know what. Hey, but they show love, yeah, we show out when we show up. I don't even do the liquor, that shit might make me throw up. But we turned up, this the after party. Shit grabbing on my body. White girl got a bottle in the club, and that going all it. Turned up in a wreck the party. We just brought out everybody. No, we got our have some fun. We at the after party.
Hey y'all, it's Michael Kaya and it's the Antonio Parkinson Project I'm on. They have fun around here. They got chicken and everything. If you really want to get the word, know what's going on in your neighborhood, in your community, in your blackness, you need to tune in to the Antonio Parkinson Project. And ain't even in the projects. Okay, so tune in. We love you. Keep God first.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson. You're watching the fastest growing visual podcast in the Memphis market. Let's give it up. Right. Yeah, man, we got in our live studio audience. We got Leah in there. He's gone. Computer's gone. What's your dude's name? Bole Chris? That's G. We got G in the building. Y'all, what's up, G? Right. Yeah. And look, and my lovely co-host is here. She's in the building. Give it up for Angelica Jelly Wills in the building.
Happy Friday. Because he gonna say something smart. That's why I look like this. What you gotta say?
Smart. I was just, happy to see you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm happy to see
glad
you.
to be seen.
I've
live.
been putting myself in a place or a space of gratitude, and that's where I want to be for the next lifetime.
Okay.
Right, real talk. So I'm happy to see you. Honestly, give it up for my DJ. That's my DJ over there, DJ Kojak in the building. What's up? Scratch it up for him 4 times, Kojak.
Damn, one time for the North Memphis.
One time for the
in the
North,
house.
man. Yeah. Well, hold on. Bowleg Fred, did you hear that scratch?
Lord.
Yeah, I heard.
Yo, that's my.
Another liar. Yeah, another liar on the show. You're an automatic liar. You're automatic.
We on another level. We on another level.
Family, y'all give it up for our guest. Bowleg Fred is in the building.
How y'all doing?
Yeah. Man, look, so man, I'm so glad to talk about this, right? Because a lot of y'all that if you have not been up under a rock. You know, Southern soul is the genre now. For us, it used to be blues back in the day, but now is updated version of blues called Southern Soul.
Come on, man.
And it's popping right. Look, one of the popular songs. How it go? Three steps to the left, three steps to the right.
What?
Now wiggle in the middle. Some shit.
That's when all the aunties
Right,
come
right.
out.
Oh, that's cafe music. We used to call it cafe music back then.
Aunties come on out.
Yeah. But Southern Soul and Bow-Legged Fred is a Southern Soul artist straight out of Memphis, right?
No, Memphis.
Come on, Memphis. Come on,
Now,
man.
what part of North? Okay, we had the
It's
conversation.
not North.
I can't say it right, so shut up. But I'm not going to say it because then they're going to talk about me.
No.
No.
Oh, she didn't even sound right saying
No.
it. One more time, Bow-Legged Fred.
No.
No.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
Y'all give it a fight.
N-A-W-F.
Say it again.
North.
No.
Spell it one more time for her.
N-A-W-F. All caps.
No.
Right.
Okay, what part North?
Computer? It's North. Right. Right. One more time, Angelica.
North.
There you go.
Right.
She put an hour.
It had a little snow in it.
Really? This is some snow.
Right.
What part? We had this argument a couple days ago.
Oh yeah.
I'm from this little place called Smoker City.
He's from Smoking City in the building.
What high school you go to?
I went to ain't number one high school in Memphis called Northside High School.
Yeah.
Okay, where that with Tresvant then?
This and Fraser.
Tresvant and
Which is actually further north than
It's
Northside
further
High
north.
School.
yeah,
Further
a little
north.
further north.
Right.
Further north.
So we had this debate.
We had this debate with
What is truly North Memphis?
And what's the north?
Right.
So the north and
Because my husband went to
so no
Treadwell
different.
and they was like, no, there ain't no.
So let me say this. You know what? First of all, let me welcome you to the capital of Memphis in Raleigh, Tennessee. So first of all, we welcome you here. It's great to have you. You're in the capital, right? And so secondly, Raleigh and Fraser is further north
Right.
than North Memphis.
Right.
And Whitehaven is further south than South Memphis.
Right.
Yeah.
So you get
Right. But none of them are. Whitehaven is not considered South Memphis. It's Whitehaven.
Fraser,
Fraser, and Raleigh is Raleigh.
It's further north, but it's not North Memphis.
Right.
Okay. All right.
So there's a history behind that. So the history behind that is before Raleigh was a county seat. So like a city like Bartlett. Right. It was the very first county seat in Shelby County.
Okay.
that Bartlett?
I learned something.
No, Raleigh.
Raleigh,
Raleigh had his
yeah.
own government, own jail, own
For real?
police
I never knew
department,
that.
own everything.
I
Yeah.
got some every day.
Yeah. Fraser was also right, and so when Fraser got annexed first, if I'm not mistaken, became part of the city. Before that, North Memphis was the furthest north in the city of Memphis.
Yeah.
That's why they called it North Memphis.
Right. Okay.
But then they started annexing parts further north of
There you go. That makes
quote,
sense.
North Memphis.
Let it be
right?
part of the city, right?
Right. And
Okay.
then Raleigh was annexed.
Okay.
And and so that's how it happened.
I
So
feel you.
but for visitors that come like Leah and other folks, man, that shit is confusing like a
They just
motherfucker.
call it all.
Right.
I'm confused.
You confused?
I live in Raleigh.
It's just like
Raleigh,
if
I
you
say
you know
Raleigh.
in all of the cities I lived in Oakland, LA, just outside of Houston. Every city has a freeway loop or two, right? And the main artery interstate, like for us, would be I-40, would go through the middle of the city. Right through the middle of the loop. Not us.
No.
That was confusing too. So you get on I-40,
yeah,
and then you head to Raleigh, which Raleigh should have been 240 North.
Right.
But or you see what I'm saying? But it didn't happen that way
Haven't
because
like that.
the people at the
Gotcha.
zoo said we don't want the freeway running through our through Midtown. That's why Sam Cooper stops.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I guess they don't want to come.
But that was supposed to be I-40 going straight through the middle
I
of the
never
city.
knew that either. Let me find out how smart you are.
down
Parker.
the park.
I'm just a
You're
little
very
bit.
resourceful.
educated.
You're resourceful.
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
That's right. Yep.
Oh,
You see it though, right? You
Yeah,
see
now
it?
that you said it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. They cut the freeway off and
I was wondering why that happened.
Cut it off at
They cut it off because you got to go through that's the back way.
Yeah, go
down,
left
yeah.
or right.
Yep,
Wow.
yep. So that's a little Memphis history for y'all.
Yeah.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Okay.
I can't wait to say this at a barbecue.
Man, say that shit, man.
You're gonna
Say
sound
that.
real. You're gonna sound real smart.
Hey,
You're gonna sound
but you
real
gotta let them
smart.
smoke first, let them drink a little bit first, right? Then,
Yeah. They'll understand a little bit.
Right. Or fight you a little bit more. Right. So, Bow-Legged Fred, you started off as a rapper.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
And what made you make the switch?
Well, I always, even when I was a rapper, deep in rapping, I always wrote music, like different R&B and blues. I always wanted to do it anyway. You know, I thought I was a sex symbol.
Right. You still think that?
Okay.
I always.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, but at that time, it wasn't, God didn't want me to do it at that time. But I always wrote and just got deep in it. And I had kind of strayed away from rap, but I still wanted to create music.
You're a creative type.
Yeah, because I was still making rap music, but I wasn't putting it out in the universe. I just did it for, for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Therapy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But then I said, man, I got to start putting some music out. I tried a few rap songs. I said, no, I don't want to do it. Then I took faith and did Southern Soul. I still call it blues. I call it Southern Soul blues.
Yeah.
Did my first song, Third Leg, and I'm glad that's the best decision I ever
Man,
made.
tell us about Third Leg, man.
Oh,
I
man.
want to ask something.
Third Leg,
Come on.
It's saving the world.
Man, sing the hook for us. Come on, give him a acapella.
One step to the front.
Come on.
Come on.
Then you jump to the right.
Come on.
Hey.
Then you slide to the left. And then you get yourself right.
You off beat.
Then you groove to the back, yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
Or put your hands on the head.
I feel a little twerk coming
do
on.
that.
Then you rub on the thigh.
A little twerk.
And hit it with that third leg. No. You just, I went on.
Like, oh my goodness, Angelica, God.
Barks gonna be mad. Don't be anybody here singing. Look at what he said. What? Okay, Barks. I'm sorry.
All I heard you say was something about somebody ain't got a third leg. Who you say? Me?
Really?
What did you say? I'm like,
Nah, it's about him. He's gonna put
What did I hear?
something in there. You
What
ain't
did I
talking
say?
about me.
I didn't hear. What
You
did you
can't be
say?
talking about me.
What'd
That's
you
not what I
What'd you say?
said. That's not what I ain't gonna
We're
repeat
gonna
it.
have to run the tape back.
I'm not repeating it. Go ahead. Go
Something
ahead.
about somebody's third leg.
Kojak heard me what I
What you say,
said.
Kojak?
Never mind. He ain't never listening. Look at
Kojak ain't heard
He
shit.
asked the wrong person.
Kojak on that.
I said, what happened if they don't have one?
I'm sure there are.
Yeah, you need to get out.
So
Hold on, you ain't never
If you
answered no
don't have
question.
one, you got to pretend like you got one.
How you pretend? How do you pretend? What does pretending look
Whatever
like?
your imagination is, this is on you. I don't know what to do.
Hey, but some of them will adopt the third leg, you know.
Yeah, and they- And not to them too.
Right.
Kudos.
Oh, okay, I got you. I'm picking it up.
Yeah,
Okay, now y'all don't went all the way left. Now, hey,
You
now.
started that shit.
Okay,
Whatever you
whatever.
do to enjoy the song.
Right, man. But so how'd you come up with that?
Well,
'Cause I want to hear that.
well,
What the hell were you thinking about?
well, I'm gonna be honest.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't what I was thinking about. Sometimes about music, it's something that's going around you.
Right.
The before like I said, I hadn't recorded a blues song yet, and my partner, we was just going through beats. We had went through 2 beats. I picked out the first one. It was cool.
Who did the track? First of all,
His name D Ford. He from
Okay,
Mississippi. I had
okay.
one online.
Yeah.
And me and my partner, he talk. He talk shit. He talk. I can curse on him.
Yeah, you heard.
Oh, he
They
talk.
curse.
He talk his ass off.
Man, I'm a Marine, man. I got curse words you ain't heard.
Okay.
I don't
Right.
curse.
So
Oh God, here we go.
okay.
Yeah.
He said he would talk, but I like him because he always just come with ideas.
Right.
And he had just said he said something about a third leg, and that
That triggered it.
triggered it.
Yeah.
I ain't even tell him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we just listen to the beat.
Uh-huh.
And then he said, man, at first he said it sound like a pain song. I
It's
was
a face for me right now.
no, it's no pain song. He said, man, no, I think you got a little dance to it. So in my head, he said something, and it just triggered. So I had to go get my son from school. I came back, get my son from school. I said, play that beat. And I said that hook. He said, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I ain't gonna lie, when I recorded, I was nervous because they didn't ever hear notes in it. They used to be rapping.
Yeah.
So I cut the lights off in that junk.
Right.
I was in the studio. I said, man, they out there laughing at me. I know they out there laughing. So I had said one part, so I opened the door. I was like, hey man, I need to take that off. That man said, "You motherfucker, you ain't tell me you know how to sing." Because I was saying the hook, I was just saying it. I wanted.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, man,
Right.
it's
Yeah,
a blast.
yeah.
But man, that
Man,
you know, I
that's
know,
what's
I produce music too, and
Almost
and
definitely.
Kojak produces music.
I know,
you
I know,
we-
that, I know that.
Yeah,
yeah,
you know, Computer produces music, man. You know, been around with 3-6 and all that.
Oh yeah,
And,
shout out to Computer, man.
Yeah, and Leah sing. Don't you sing, Leah, or something? Don't you do something? Not anymore. Okay, but look,
got-
Singing don't go away.
right,
yeah.
right.
You got the pipe.
But,
Yeah, no, you don't go away.
But my point I was trying to get to is that, man, you know it when you know it, right?
Right,
When
right,
you hear it. I never forget, man, when we released. You remember my group, The Ruins, right? And we had the song "Throw It Up," right?
Come on,
and we you know we were trying to find a promoter, right? And we brought I think it was TC Tompkins, right? You remember TC Tompkins? He in Houston now, but TC came in. I think it was TC came in, and we were playing the record for him in the studio, right? And he said, "Motherfucker, do y'all know what y'all got?" Right? And you know, we thought all our shit was good, right? But this one was one of them ones that got legs of its own.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Right,
And that's what I think about yours. too, man.
Sometimes songs you can't control it. If it goes,
Yeah.
it goes.
Yeah, and that's what you want, that one that take off on its own,
Yeah.
man. So what y'all doing to work the record?
Well, we first of all we guerrilla marketing, and the video will be out. I'm saying next week.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Next
Okay.
week, yeah.
Yeah,
I have a
okay.
question, even not about the song. How did you come up with your name before we even get to the song?
Okay. Well, as well, I do comedy content. I was doing
Okay.
comedy
Oh, do you?
content first, but I always been silly around my homeboys. I had this name like in high school. We used to be drinking. My granddaddy name,
Y'all used to be drinking in high school?
and shit, junior high too.
We do not condone this messaging. We do not condone this messaging. We do not condone
Yeah, we
it.
had that with that gin, that blue face, that
Oh,
blue beast.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, that bumpy face.
My
Y'all-
granddaddy named Bo. My granddaddy, he's my superhero. So I just said
Love
one day, I said, man, my name Bowleg Fred. I'm like my granddad. And my partners always knew it. And I had wanted to come up with a name for the character I was doing.
Yeah.
Bowleg Fred. I said, I ain't have, and I was just doing skits. I said, you know what? Bowleg Fred.
Yeah, that's dope.
Okay,
That,
okay.
Hey, that resonates with black folks, with us though, man.
Yeah.
I thought how you
Yeah,
walk.
yeah,
How you
I
walk.
want it to be.
Yeah,
Not me
yeah.
like a motherfucker. They want to be bow leg,
That
right?
was a big
In my
deal.
show,
Right.
the lady said, you ain't Bowleg. I said, you just ain't drunk enough, baby. Tell
Right. I love it, man.
Yeah.
I love it, man. You know, so where you recording at? Where, you know, because you know the doors of the studio are open.
Okay.
Here.
I-
Right. Yeah.
I recorded Mississippi.
Okay.
And it's another private joint I do. But
Yeah.
like if the engineer could, I record in the deep freeze as long as you got a good engineer.
Man, you know Rico listening to this. Rico probably slobbing at the mouth.
He
Man,
just
oh man,
text.
look, he just text. Man, look, oh man,
Yeah.
man, we love to get you over here do some stuff on you too, man. You know,
we got
and,
an engineer there. We
we got that. We got that. We got everything you need over here, man. So what's next though?
Well, I got 2 singles that's coming after this. One called Hog Tide.
Hog Tide.
Hog Tide.
You know about that. Hog Tide.
You know about that, Colt?
Yeah,
You know
I know about
that?
those. You know, I did some shows with him before.
Yeah.
I thought you
So-
said about that Hog Tide.
Matter of fact, shout out to Kojak. He DJ'd
Hog
my
Tide?
first big show with King George.
Okay, all right.
Man, it was weird.
Yeah.
And
So wait a minute, hold on.
And let me
Don't-
say the show. Let me say on top of
Don't
just,
forget where you were going. Go ahead.
on top of just the songs, my man bring a performance. I don't care. I don't care where he go. He bring a performance. He bring and leave it all on the stage.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
I don't care where he at.
Who
I
was
done
that?
seen him several
Yeah.
times. I still enjoy it. I know what he gonna sing.
I don't remember if it was Big Pokey. I think it was Big Pokey. Which one of them look like what's the name from Jodeci? Kind of
That might be King George.
King George was King.
King George.
What kind of real slim and
Snoop footed like.
I don't remember being slew footed, but I know that you know his performance though, man. He
Nah,
is
that's
in
Pokey.
Pokey.
That's Pokey.
Man, let me
Yeah,
tell you
that's
something,
Pokey.
man.
Cause he gonna put on the show, yeah.
Man, let me tell you something, man. All on top of the speakers, on top of the monitors.
Yeah,
He
that's
reminded me of KC from Jodeci with his performance.
He leave it out on the stage.
Man, that man,
Yeah.
hey man, that man is an entertainer.
Yeah.
You
You
gotta
hear me?
understand that what people want. You can
Yeah.
sometimes you can be
Yeah.
a great singer,
Yeah.
but you ain't no entertainer. People
Right.
don't want to go
Right.
see you. And
Yeah.
sometimes people ain't have a great voice, but they got good music and they entertain. They were gonna say, "Ooh, he was cutting up on that stage."
Right.
You do what the women want, and that's
Right.
what I'm gonna do.
too.
That was
Man,
the
man, hey, experience. Hey, but it's the experience though, right?
Oh, definitely.
You delivering an experience
Yeah.
for people, and I always tell people, you know, this is my biggest thing in marketing is how they felt when they walked out that door
Yeah.
is going to determine if they coming back.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
You want to see a
Yeah,
TV?
Always.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. So man, look, you know, we want to be. I don't know if we're the first ones to get you on, but we want to, man. Anything you're doing, we want to help promote it. If you go and clear the licenses, we'll play it on the show. You know, because we don't want we don't want you to take our views
Right,
and shit to
down.
your shit because we're playing your shit on our shit.
Or mute us.
or
We
mute
can't
us,
play
right.
this part.
Right.
What those type of guys? Who does?
Man, no, right, man. Yeah,
So down from North Memphis, we don't.
Right,
get it.
yeah, man. But look, man, we are incredibly proud of you, man. You keep up the great work, man.
appreciate
You're
it.
welcome to the show anytime. When you start
appreciate
dropping them singles, you let us know. Send us the link. We are going to have his link in our.
He got a show at Hip Hop Lounge.
Hip Hop Lounge next Thursday.
Yeah.
Kojak gonna do, baby.
Hold on.
You need to work with telecommunications because he
Yeah,
gonna slide
hold
it
on.
in. You talking about me? I ain't right.
And we got Mike Clark.
Look, he-
You know,
Yeah.
the one that sing Auntie Outside.
Okay,
He'll be on
okay.
the 28th.
That ain't
Hip-Hop
that
Lounge.
ain't Charles and Netta, is it?
Who was that? No.
Okay.
First was
Charles,
get you
your
in,
lunch is
was.
ready. That's who you got.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's Auntie Outside.
Okay.
It's a big song. It's a big song, so they love it. They have little fans and be
Yeah.
That sound like Charles and Netta. That sound like Charles.
Oh, don't get in trouble now. I'm gonna write down on my paper. I ain't got nothing to do with
Man,
this.
look, but look. So my question is, Angelica. I'm gonna ask this to Angelica. Bowleg Fred, I just want you to look at
I'm
me
listening.
and Angelica, okay?
Okay.
My question is,
Bowleg.
why didn't Kojak book Bowleg Fred for this show?
Tonight.
Right, knowing that Bowleg Fred is coming to HipOp Lounge in a week.
Oh, book him here.
So we're just gonna
Yeah,
look up.
confirm. I guess,
How come?
guess.
How come? Hey, Angelica.
Why he not
remember-
Yeah.
Angelica.
How you get here?
I told him.
I told y'all be some lying. North Memphis must be some lying folks because he just lied real quick.
It's not. It's just, it's just altering the truth a little bit.
Okay. That's
He can get him for hip hop. He can get him for hip hop. He just can't get him.
yeah.
Well, you should come here to promote hip hop, but he gonna do that anyway.
Yeah. So, yeah. You know,
I tried to get Pound Cake to come up here tonight. He there tonight.
Yeah, it's
So here comes the other
Shout out
shameless
to
plug.
Pound.
What's Pound Cake there for, Kojak?
What's going on tonight?
Well, now that you,
Now that I'm happy you asked.
Right.
I'm happy you asked.
we got Memphis Feud, man.
Oh,
It's the
That's gonna be
the
dope.
Memphis version of Family Feud.
That's gonna be dope.
And we got
Kid,
Pound Cake.
can I bring my baby?
No, you can't bring no kids.
Okay.
Grown folks. We're all grown folks.
Yeah.
And the questions are Memphis based. So
Right.
we asked 100 Memphians.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be dope.
Did y'all
We're
really
gonna-
ask
we
100
pulling up.
people? Or y'all
We
just
did.
lied and
No,
came
we
with y'all
asked
hands?
100 people.
What's the grand prize?
$200.
Yeah. Are we pulling up? I mean, y'all
They got
don't
me a
wanna be
baby.
skipping
They got
shit.
me a babysitter somewhere.
Right.
We
I'm
going
telling
up.
you,
They
man.
pay my babysitter.
Well, you
Come
put
on
your
down.
kids to sleep early. You ain't got to worry about having a babysitter at night, right?
I'm gonna text Miss Faye. They said they paid you, Miss Faye. Let me text her. Right now.
Hey, y'all don't go anywhere. Stick around, stay. We got more to come. When we come back, we got Computer coming on. He's part of the 3-6 Mafia team and others.
Legend.
Right? Legendary. And so hit that subscribe button. We'll be right back. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Guessing to find you. I always in the mood. I told you always wanted something like this. Hold on to
Hey guys, what's up? It's Elise Neal. You are watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. Stay tuned.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson. You're watching the fastest growing visual podcast in the Memphis market. Let's go, baby.
I can change that.
Numbers.
Yep.
Doing them numbers.
Doing
Yeah,
them
yeah.
numbers. That's right. And look, my lovely co-host is in here, and she is sipping on something over there. Watch her say it's Mountain Dew.
It is Mountain Dew.
Told y'all. What I say, man? What I say? Give it up for Angelica.
Every time
Angelica.
mine, I mean, thank y'all. I'm working on this babysitter. She done fell for the bait.
Oh, look, so she waited till the last minute to call her babysitter. So babysitter.
Oh, no. Oh, you mean later? No, I'm not.
Right.
Womp, womp,
So
It's hilarious. The thrills of being a mama. I love it. I love it.
Right.
Give it up for my DJ. That's my DJ, DJ Kojak in the building. DJ Kojak,
Bam.
scratch it up for computer 4 times.
bam, 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 bam.
Ooh, it was a hard one on
See
that
that?
fourth one, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on,
Yeah,
y'all.
that-
Everybody be quiet. Did you hear that? Yeah, I heard it. Oh, there it is. OG. Hey, Kojak, your scratches are becoming more and more audible to our guests. You seeing it?
I had to turn it up.
Yeah.
Turn down at first.
I love it, man. I love it. So damn, boy, all the subject matter has been a little somber, for this show outside of, when we talked to Bowleg Fred and Third Leg, right? But Rich Homie Quan found dead.
Yeah.
Young man, these young guys. These are young guys, man. And he was found dead in his home by his girlfriend. Suspected overdose, right? She said she thought he would sleep on the couch. She left him there to drop their son off at school. And I guess she came back and he was dead. And he may have been dead, deceased rather, or unalive before she actually left to drop their son out. And that's incredibly sad. And I said something the other day. That man, at the rate that these rap artists are dropping, because we're losing one a month at least now at this point. I think rap artists should be receiving hazardous pay from these record labels too.
Yeah.
And I hate that, but real talk, this is. It's crazy out here right now, whether it's a drug overdose or violence. And that's why I'm glad we got computer over here, man. Man, been living the rap industry for many years.
Let's bring him up.
Let's bring him up. And
there you go.
man, look, you 3-6 Mafia, it's your family, right? Look, I want to hear how that union started.
Okay, so I came to Memphis to go to Memphis College of Art.
Okay. So you're a creative type.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Memphis College of Art, Lemoyne on, Christian Brothers and Rose College got a consortium together.
Okay.
So if you went to one school, you could partake in the activities on the other campus.
Okay.
So I wanted to play as Kappa, so I went to a smoker.
Okay. Oh.
You want to pledge Kappa?
And what was that club in Whitehaven up on top of the hill? As soon as you
Prentice on the Hill.
Prince on the Hill?
Was it Prince or Shiraz? Was it
Shiraz. Up on the hill.
Okay, so we had to go a little bit further back.
Up there on the hill.
Yeah. It was Shiraz first.
Then it turned to
Prince on the Hill.
Yeah, I went to,
He's dating himself.
So I don't know if it was Shiraz or I don't know if it was Prince. So I went there and it was I had found a smoker. They went there for I don't know what I was up there for. So they had a smoker. Well, they had a flyer for a smoker, but the smoker was at Lemoyne on College.
Okay.
So I went to Lemoyne, went to the smoker. I ended up making line, and after I pledged, with Big Money Baiting Me, which Lemoyne on.
Okay.
Shout out to Big Money Baiting Me.
Okay. Yep.
This is our city.
Right. Okay. Okay. Y'all give it up for him. Give it up for him.
1940.
Yeah. Okay.
John Paul Whitaker. So I pledged over there. So we used to have these parties at the down in what's it called? The one where behind the Redbird Stadium.
Behind the Redbird Stadium, it was a club?
Yeah, it was a club.
616?
No, not 616.
Dang, I can't think. Was the Redbird Stadium even there then?
It wasn't every night. It was.
Oh, you're talking about right there in the corner.
The one that just closed recently? It's probably a different name. It's probably a different name.
There's a parking lot there now.
Yeah.
It's a parking lot.
Yeah.
There's a parking lot up here. There's the club right
Yeah.
there. So on the camp party in there. And 3-6 Mafia manager at the time was friends with one of my frat brothers named Reverend Willie Boyd, who passed away.
Who was that? Who was their manager back then?
It was Pepper.
Pepper was the manager. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Pepper.
That's right. Sure was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure was.
And so I guess I got to go and tell the story.
Go on, tell the story, man.
So
Yeah, tell the story.
So Pepper was working for 3-6. He got in some trouble, Paul Juice, and got fired. But they had already hired me to do the website. I had got out of school one day. I was going to get my master's degree at Memphis College of Art. So rode right down Mountain. They was at the studio over there, Nico's studio.
Nico Lyris.
Yep. And I seen Juice stand out, so I stopped by and said, hey, I'm the one that did the website. I had met Paul when Paul had wrote the check. He like, how you spell your name? What's your name? Nakada? So I started going by the studio when I got in class, and they just kept calling me Nakata.
That's
And then they
hilarious.
was just like, then it went from Nakata to, well, we just can't say your name, so we're going to start naming Nikita. So they kept calling me Computer Dude, then went from Computer Love.
That is
And
hilarious.
then, so we went to Nashville. You know, you just had those impact festivals all the
Yeah.
So,
I was there. In fact, it was at Opera Mills. Opera Mills. Yep.
So, what
It was
ended up
lit too,
happening,
boy.
it was I was dating this girl at the time, and she had a stalker. And he had walked up and slapped her. And Busta Rhymes' sisters was with us, and a bunch of rappers stuff in New York. We was right outside the Scarface. I never forget. It was outside the Scarface Genuine Park.
Right. Okay.
Walking through there.
Yeah. Step up to your mic.
He just hit that girl. See, she pointed the dude out. So Paul went up and popped him. And then when Paul hit him, I hit him.
Right. I bet you won't.
And they be like, he just don't do computers. He fighting, do everything.
Right.
So just stuck with computers.
Right. So, man, I gotta go back in your story a little bit, man, because you left out some juicy details, man. Man, what Pepper get fired for?
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
What pitch pad is
Come on, man. It's old news now. You know, Pepper's on the other things. But what did he get fired for, man?
Money came up missing is all I know.
It's a rap now. It's from the show.
That's old news. That's old news. So
Right with the alley. Look at it.
disagreement.
He like a little skin. He like a little skin.
Well, it was a disagreement.
Yeah.
And so were the circumstances unfounded or were they founded?
Oh, it got resolved.
It got resolved. The
all I gotta do is just go back and listen to a few songs.
Okay.
You know, I never heard why. I never heard the why. I knew that there was, but I never heard the why.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, that's really interesting. You know, I met Pepper when he was driving a Mountain Dew truck. You know, for Hot 107. You know, we were one of the earliest street teams out there. You know, and not me and Pepper. You know, myself. Right. That's where what my company Black Market Strategies was founded on street teamwork. Right. And so, and he was doing Mountain Dew stuff with I guess it was Hot 107 back then, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he was doing the street team with 3-6 too.
Okay.
Me and Mr. Dale used to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Me and Dale had the same job.
Yeah.
And we hand out flyers and put up posters and stuff like that.
Yeah, sniping and shit.
Yeah, sniping.
Interesting story about Mr. Dale. You know, when I was stationed here in the late 80s, I wasn't even living here. I was in the Marine Corps. I was stationed here, right? And you know, so on the base, you know, we had the E Club, right? Everybody wanted to be in the E Club. Right, the E Club was lit. It was more girls and women from Memphis, coming all the way to Millington to go to the E Club on Tuesdays and Sundays.
I remember that
Tuesdays and Sundays, right? And it was lit, right? And so I had my first little girlfriend from Memphis was from Whitehaven, and so she, her and Mr. Dale's sister used to do hair. You remember they had, I don't know if you remember this, but they had a little beauty shop on Craft, and so she would take me over there. That's why I met Mr. Dale. He was a little bitty youngin' back then. Then he later grew up and started talking about ass and titties, and then booted, right? Yeah. So look. Computer look like he got a couple stories with that. Look, go on, let it out. Go on, tell us, man. Go on, tell us, man.
I automatically assumed Pepper was a woman. Automatically, I don't know why.
No,
I automatically thought it was one. But I have a question though about what you're talking about. What is a cooker? Don't kill me, because on the side we did not know what it was. What's a cooker? Smoker. A smoker. You said smoker.
What's a cooker?
What's a smoker? You talking about smoking food?
She talking to you, computer.
You said you went to a smoker?
Oh, you talking about a smoke? Okay, a smoker.
I don't know
it's an interest meeting when you get ready to go join a fraternity.
Oh, okay.
So they smoke you out to see who gonna end up making line.
Gotcha. Okay, we didn't know either. Okay, so they gonna swear for Lord. I don't know nothing. Okay, I didn't know. It's called a smoker. I'm like, y'all was smoking food and y'all had like a barbecue or something.
No,
that's all.
Like when you get ready to pledge a black fraternity at a black school, you had to go to an interest meeting. Then you had to try to make line, and then you're gonna get pledged for 6 months.
And all frats called smokers.
I don't know if the other one do. I know.
Okay,
the
good, 'cause I'm like,
do it. I don't know what the Alphas and the Qs call their stuff.
Yeah, okay, a smoker. I was like, what in the world is a smoker? Okay, I got you. I got you now. I got you now. So what are you doing currently now?
Oh, I work for a company called Homeway Construction.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still work with 360 Mafia too. We still do concerts. I'm a graphic designer. I do shoot music videos. I shoot content videos. Do website logos. A lot of the artwork you seen 360 Mafia I did. I do some of Big Boogie. I've done some of his covers, some of his artwork. I did all the logos and designs on his apparel line, on his app, on his Instagram account.
And you still live in Memphis?
Yeah, I just moved back to Memphis.
Okay.
A little over about a year and a half ago.
Where were you at?
In Tupelo, Mississippi, going between there and LA and Dallas. Got a place in LA and a place in Dallas.
Okay.
How Tupelo though? How you?
That's where I'm from.
That's where you originally from?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I came up here to go to art school. Went to Memphis College of Art from Tupelo. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
And so I came back to Memphis. I worked for a company called Homeway Construction. If you need any remodels for your kitchen and your bathrooms, we do mitigation for like if you have water damage for fire, water, and mold. Because like if you have your house catch on fire, you get water, or you get water damage and mold and things like that. We go in, our team go in, they clean it, they dry everything, and then go back in and do the remodel.
Gotcha.
We got a full process. Then if you get a project manager, our project manager stay with you the whole time during the project. Like if you get a kitchen remodel, you have the same project manager, or a bathroom. And we have these 3 different packages we do for like bathroom remodels and stuff like that. So you just go to homewayconstruction.com, then hit the link, get a free estimate. Well, not a free estimate, but a free look, And then sometimes the estimates cost because we have to do so much work. Say if you're doing a roof, because we had to send the drone over to do the sketching and everything like that. But yeah, just go there and fill out a free quote request. Somebody get back with you, tell them computer sent you, you'll get a discount.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Okay. What's your role over there? What's your role with the company?
Huh?
What, huh?
HNIC.
Oh, that's what's up.
HNIC.
Love it. I heard that.
Look, a lot of people don't know what that means out there.
Yeah, I know it is.
Hey, I do it all the time, right? I've been pitching one of my companies, right? And I never ever tell them I'm the owner.
Because that shows by saying we can.
Oh, no, I'm not the owner. Rowdy Leg is the owner.
I was saying you
And
can be a
Tiger's our CEO.
We're gonna say
And
sponsorship.
I do like all our marketing. I go out and shoot the video content.
Right.
I do the graphics. I create our logos. I do all our media and design and stuff like that.
Well, you're gonna get some work out of this because they gonna hit you
I was
up.
just gonna say, y'all can be a sponsor. We already got your plug already ready. Just put
Oh yeah, if y'all keep plugging home, I do all y'all graphics for free up here.
Man.
hold on now. We getting.
But I want you to do some work. Dude, I got some work to be done.
I'm gonna do some work.
No, I got some bathroom stuff. I need
Stay focused, Parkinson.
We can barter now.
Yeah, we'll barter all that. Yeah.
And now him taking away from the graphic design. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I ain't trying to take your job.
I'm talking about part. We talking about him.
But we can do flyers internally. We do flyers too.
I'm a post man.
Thank you.
Black Market Strategist does flyers, but we farm a lot of work out. Honestly, though, we farm because of time. We farm a lot of flyer work out.
Yeah, the reason why I'm good at reason why I say I think I'm so good because I went to MCA. So when I first got to Memphis College of Art, it's right when the computer started, but I still had to learn how to do everything by hand. Like hand on it, setting type, and all that different kind of stuff like that. I still sketch my stuff out on paper before I bring it to the computer. And see, a lot of people, people think that AI gonna replace it. You have to, as a designer, you have to use that as another tool.
Yeah.
Because of your creative mind, that machine still can't do what you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. It's like outlining pictures and stuff like that. You can't do that because I learned that working for a marketing firm. I used to work for ESP Marketing. So you had to print those catalogs, design those catalogs. Each one of the pictures, you had to go in that outline so it wouldn't have that heavy edge on it when it printed.
Yeah. Come on,
so
man.
that's how I was able to learn how to go in and cut a person out of a picture and
smooth the
put
edges
it
out.
in there and make it look like they was shot in their picture. Just getting practice doing it that way.
Let me ask you this. Can we actually do an interview with him?
Okay.
Y'all mind? I'm just.
Oh,
Let me ask you this though. So, how often are y'all still getting together? You, Juice, and Paul.
Oh, we talk every day.
Yeah. Oh, do you? Okay.
We just got to doing it. We just got to doing a show. They actually just got to doing a show with Yellow Wolf the other night. It was sold out. They got
where at though? Where were they?
It
doing
was
the show?
in I think Indiana or
Indiana?
Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah, it was sold out. They got one coming up to September 21st in Huntsville. It's gonna be 3-6 Project Pat and Yellow Wolf.
Yeah, how often they come back to Memphis though?
They come back all the time. They both still got family here.
Okay.
Yeah, they slide in and slide out.
Incognito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They come in and do stuff like they
Yeah.
came in and we done some charity. They come in and do charity stuff. We just don't put it on the news and stuff
Yeah.
like that. The
Gotcha.
Juicy came in and did the thing in Orange Mound.
Okay.
With that, he came in and played that.
Oh yeah, sure did. That's right. When Erica Badu was at that thing too,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. So when they coming on the show?
I want to get him on there.
Okay.
Look
As long as you don't get me in no trouble no more of these questions you ask.
Right.
We can ask them directly. Look, we can ask them directly when they come on the show. Right, man. But I y'all, I do want to talk about, first of all, I'm incredibly proud of Juicy J, DJ Paul, and all the rest of Prophet Posse.
Yeah.
And
I just want to, just set the record straight. Like Paul and Juicy are excellent businessmen.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And a reason why a lot of times people didn't see eye to eye because they had rules that you had to follow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why they still in business to today.
Right.
And I tell people, they're like, why they get all those samples now? Because back then you used to have to have 10 or 12 hits to make it. You couldn't just, now you can have one hit song to make it.
Right.
Yeah.
So back then they was pretty much going against the city. The city didn't want to play the music.
Right.
And then the record label was kind of tripping because they had other artists they thought was bigger than them. So they always worked 3 times as hard.
So, yep.
So Paul and Juicy would actually put out a 3 6 Mafia album, then put out another underground album called Triple Six Mafia.
Right.
They selling double cassettes and CDs.
Right. Yeah.
And they own all their own publishing. Nobody owns their own publishing. Them.
Right.
They're the only rappers and CEOs that own their own publishing that actually made the beats.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Then they both,
everything.
like Paul plays pianos and keyboards.
Right.
Juicy plays some too.
Yeah.
See, Paul learned how to play piano and keyboard because his family was into gospel music. And his
Man,
daddy
I didn't
wanted
know
him to
that.
learn how to be a gospel singer, so he used to make him go take piano courses.
Wow.
So his mama would sit outside the church, and Paul would go in there and learn how to play piano. And then they turned his bedroom into a studio at his house. So all those kids they had somewhere to go. That's why a lot of them didn't get in no trouble. 'Cause
Right.
Paul daddy had a roofing company, then he had pesticide, had a cleaning company, he had several different big, then they laid bricks.
Wow.
Lord, them and
Wow,
Paul used to
okay.
go out on with Willie Paul's daddy and actually lay bricks. They used to hang
Wow.
out those scaffolds and lay bricks.
Woo, man, that's
Okay.
that's an incredible
Yeah,
story.
so
Right.
that house in Twinkertown in
Yeah.
Whitehaven was the studio.
Right. So that was the spot.
Yep.
That was
And then
the
Paul ended up buying a house down the street that they all still recorded while they was in high school.
Yeah.
So he stayed at home during the summer for like 2 years and created that sound that everybody
Yeah.
hear now.
Yeah.
And so they made so much music to where there's so many different genres of it.
Yeah.
I mean, not really genres, just so many different songs that people are sampling. You got
Yeah.
like the #1 songs in Russia, people
Yeah.
are sampling it.
Yeah.
Then you had that group like the Suicide Boy, that
Yeah.
white boy group, they
Yeah.
blew up off of it.
Yeah.
Chain smokers use their music.
Oh, everybody's sampling.
You know,
sampling
Every-
it's
Paul
in,
and-
yeah, hosting is in the Arby's commercial.
Yeah.
So by them working all the time, like we would go to the studio, like I would get off work at 5 o'clock, go to the studio, and we stayed there at 3, 4 in the morning until they
Yeah.
got ready to go on the road to go do a show. It was like that every week. And they still work like that.
Yeah.
Like I tell Juicy the other night, man, go to bed.
Right.
You know,
And he's like,
him
why?
and Paul,
Why?
they
Yeah,
both
yeah.
just work. Yeah,
Yeah,
they work
yeah.
all day long.
Yeah.
You know, and then Paul just got those 3 Grammys with Killer Mike. So he's the only artist out of Memphis that got an Academy Award,
Yeah.
a Grammy, American Music Award,
Yeah.
and the MTV Award.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Man, that's crazy, man.
Yeah,
And
clean,
but
sweet.
we just don't get to celebrate them enough to me.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I was over the Memphis and Shelby County Music Commission back when we were having conversations about them
Yeah.
getting the key to the city and all
Yeah.
of this stuff, right? And a lot of times those conversations just were not accepted, right? Because people didn't want to. Oh, I got to tell you, people didn't want to be next to Paul and Juicy J or 3 6 Mafia because of content, right?
Yeah.
But oh God, when they won that damn Oscar, and it created, and you might not know this, but it literally created a fight with the rich white folks in the city. And so I was over the music commission, right? So when they got that Oscar, the white folks came out and started saying, "Hey, we got to do something and really put our get control of this music business in the city. This is because of the Oscar." And so I was over the music commission. So they said, we're going to create a new organization, a private organization that can bring in money. And then we are going to commandeer everything music in Memphis.
Wow.
And it was called the Memphis Music Foundation. Right. And then they brought the former CEO of Time Warner to run it. And I was like, no. I was a founding member. No, I said, we can't do that. We need somebody that's in the music business.
Yeah.
So I said, Johnny Walker, who was at Def Jam, remember?
Story, yeah.
And right. And so, but they was like, no, we want the white boy. And that caused a big fight. Cost me my city council seat.
Wow.
Right, because I ran for city council and they funded my opponent because I said no to them. Yep. But it's crazy. But also, here's something you might not have known. Also, you know, we were signed to RCA at the same time. Y'all were at Loud RCA. Remember when y'all was at Loud? Yeah. Wu-Tang was over there too. I think y'all was over there. We was at RCA under what was Rough House Records, became Judgment Records, and I got you, Michelle, became Judgment Records and Rough Nation. Remember Rough Nation, Gilly the Kid and all them. And so when RCA at the time, they got pretty much out of black business. Remember, out of black music, right? And then we were all out. Right, and the only ones they kept was Jive, the Jive label, which had R. Kelly and UGK and Christina Aguilera. They kept Christina Aguilera. Yeah, you remember them days? You remember that day? Yep. So yeah, interesting fact. But man, look, man, we are incredibly proud of you, man, and thankful that you came on to the show,
I appreciate
man.
it. Yeah, I appreciate it.
I mean, you know,
I like what y'all doing and everything. Like I said. I like to thank God and my mom and daddy and the people that gave me the job up here, and like Paul and Juice for giving me the opportunity to come work with them. To starting out designing CD covers and running areas and doing stuff, to clean the bathroom, everything you could think of. I did. Drove.
You were smart though to do it. Yeah, you stick around.
Because my dad, my dad taught me how to work. My parents, grew. My mom and dad got run a profit. They started out on like my granddaddy. Because my last name is Moore. Okay. But my real name is supposed to be Wilson because my granddaddy lived in the Delta. Okay. And his granddaddy was partly white, so the white slave owner had left a bunch of land to him, to the family. They wanted it. He wanted to sell it, so they ended up burning everybody in the whole family alive except for my granddad and his sister. And so they escaped to Nelson, Mississippi. Instead of keeping the last name Wilson, because they knew they was after him, he took his mama's name, which was Moore, with the family he was with, and that's how we ended up with the last name Moore. Wow. Yeah, so I did. Yeah,
that's the whole podcast.
Yeah, because my granddad's name was Bo Maker. He's like, he tell me stories about how, because back then they used to hunt black people back then.
Yeah, that's right.
So my auntie, my Aunt Minnie, which is in my favorite aunt, so she always tell me stories. My dad never would tell me, because he know how I am. So I'm not telling him that. Right. And so, she always tell me stories of my granddad, because he had to save his uncle one time, because back then in Mississippi used to have wells. They used to throw the black people in the wells when they killed them at night. And so my granddad, the sharecroppers and come back and work in them fields late at night, they will hunt black people in Mississippi. Yeah. And they would kill him and throw him in the well. They tried to throw out Uncle Buck in there, and my granddaddy saved him, got them 2 men involved for him, to say. So, our family came from a lot. Our people, like these kids, they really don't understand what our people come from.
Man, look, and still ain't voting.
And then, then you have people like Ice Cube to come out and say people didn't die for being treated like that. They from the West Coast, so those people their families hadn't seen what our families seen in the South.
Yeah. Right, but I'm from the West Coast, but here's the thing about people from the West Coast, all our family is from the South.
Yeah, and it was just weird to me that he would come out and say something.
I'm surprised. I hadn't heard that he said that, but
he said this, the voting thing he was talking about.
We're gonna run that video. So
he was saying that because it just the kids just got to realize, our South, and then like a lot of things I heard y'all talking about the kids in school. Like I was picked on coming up as a kid. But it just so happened my dad, he beat my butt every time I got in trouble. So I was, and then I took karate too. So I didn't mind picking on me. I started fighting,
Yeah.
Kicked their butt, and he made me quit taking it because I went to I said some kids. I was like, they were picking on me. Well, you knew all along you was going to jump on them. Right. They were picking on me. You know what I'm saying? So, you have to realize, talk to your kids, because kids get picked on at school for a lot of different reasons. Like I got picked on at school because my parents had a brick house. We lived on the hill, and they would just, make fun of me just because of my parents.
Oh, they was hating on you?
Yeah, they was hating on you. Because I never met, because the school bus used to pick us up on my house, and
what school did you go to?
Went to Plainsville, Mississippi.
Oh, in Mississippi. Okay.
So, and so my daddy, he always liked for our yards to be like even. So he would go out there and put dirt to fill holes, to fill the yard up for the landscaping. I never forget, I got on the school bus one morning. They were all laughing at me, talking about, what you out there doing, running bases in the yard? And I'm thinking, they picking on me, But they didn't come from the same, they didn't have a yard. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And I didn't understand on, the late uncle. Daddy would always tell me, say, they hated on Jesus, so you can't get mad because somebody say something to you.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
They put him on the cross. So if you can't withstand like Jesus, what are you saying? So you can't really get mad at people for what they say and do to you, because look what they did to Christ.
They lied on
If
him
he was
too.
able to forgive, you can forgive. And that's the quickest way to get into heaven, is forgiving people, because God can forgive, but we can't. That's the problem with the world right now.
But can we beat their ass first and then
Oh yeah,
forgive them?
kids, yeah,
Oh,
kids.
now, little Lucifer
kids-
child, little Lucifer child.
Can we beat their ass first?
Oh
then
yeah,
forgive
kids,
them?
Lucifer
nigga,
baby.
You spare the
Lucifer
rod,
baby.
you spare the
Lucifer
rod, you
baby.
spoil the child.
Well, I'm talking about them bullies, right?
Lucifer
Yeah.
baby.
Oh yeah, especially them bullets. Most time a bullet
Okay, I
just somebody
forgive
that's
you.
insecure
Right.
about what they got going on at their house.
That's right.
And they need
you're
somebody
absolutely
really to
right.
talk to them, because they really just reaching out because they getting picked on at home, or they got something else going on, they get neglected or something like that.
Yeah.
It's always a reason behind the reason why they acting the way they acting.
Yeah.
They all at the end of the day, they're all just kids.
Yeah.
And they all just need somebody just
But-
understanding somebody. Another thing is missing. It's God.
It's God.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
If you don't have no fear of no God or no dad or no parents or nothing, you're not gonna know how to act.
Yeah, yeah, but but the parents have to start teaching these kids and just get them to understand this. You don't know what state of mind an individual's in at that moment.
Yeah.
It could be the last time you mess with somebody.
Yeah, leave people alone.
Leave people alone.
No, mind your own business. Don't be
Yeah.
picking on people and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you know, it just go. You know, it's like I said, it's absent of God. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because when we were little, you know, we went to church, we went to Bible school. You know, you
Right.
played sports. Even if you didn't come from a 2-parent home, you had somebody going to whoop your butt or tell on you to make
Yeah.
sure you got a whooping from somebody.
Yeah.
Now everybody just like, we don't care, let them do whatever. You can't be that way.
Speaking
I know
of
you
what-
can't get in people's business, but you still have to try to be some kind of a village and try
Village.
to
Yeah.
police
Village.
these people. You know,
Right.
I just like, I'm happy with the current situation with the mayor. I
Yeah.
think he's doing a great job.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
901
we mess
day
with Paul,
was
you know.
great.
We mess with Paul.
Yes.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. You know, he put that thing on the 901 day.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a
Yeah.
shout out to Big Boy again. Honor and
Shout out to
Tutu.
Lottie Yates and
Yeah, Lottie and all of them
yeah.
putting that together.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so
Yeah, but let me ask you this though. So you know, you talk about you in church and you came up and this, that, and other, and so on and so forth. Where and why did the name 3-6 Mafia?
it should
Come on.
3 members to end up being 6.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, and then,
Cause
then it was Profit Posse. Then they had to switch it over to Hypnotized Mind.
right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but
that's
see,
right.
Lord Difference came up with. They never was devil worshippers.
Right.
That was just.
but that worked for them though, because
just-
people made them
but
really
they-
mysterious black folks, right?
Yeah, and then
It
people
worked for 'em.
just it mostly came from 3-6 Mafia. One
from
thing
3
about
to
3-6,
6.
one thing about 3-6 Mafia, they always been a cult group. And what I mean by that is they always
Yeah,
had
cult following.
they always had a fan base.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
So we
like
went
Red
down
Hot
to
Chili Peppers. And,
Yeah, we went to
folks-
Miami and played 3 points, and it was and they knew every old school song
Right,
it was.
yeah.
I mean, even the roll with
Yeah.
it, to
Yeah.
hit them like stuff
Yeah.
that didn't make the radio.
Yeah.
You could turn the volume down,
Yeah.
and you could just hear the crowd singing
Right,
the song.
yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
we went play like 3 seasons. Like Jelly Roll started with us. A lot of people know
Yeah.
Jelly Roll was a rapper.
Yeah,
he's
that's
one of the biggest country singers in the world.
Yeah.
And the reason why he's able to succeed the way he did, he took what Paul and Juicy showed him how to do, and he applied it to
Took the formula. Got
to
the
the formula
formula. Yeah.
for that. And
Yeah.
then we just do shows with them where it be nothing but country people, but they be in there singing 3-6 Mafia. We
Right,
be playing right along with
Man,
them.
you know, I was watching shout out to Spanish Fly. You know, Spanish Fly was over there doing a show in London.
Yeah, I see.
in
Yeah.
London on the
London.
rooftop, right? And I'm like, and he's playing his old shit, smoking chicken, right? And they bopping and singing the
Yeah.
Spanish Fly song. This stuff was only available on dirty cassettes.
It's crazy because they can't even speak English.
Right. Right.
Yeah, but they know the music.
They know the music. Hey, Michelle done wrapped us up 3
Yeah.
times, right?
Oh,
Well, look,
okay.
I'm gonna go
look,
sit
yeah,
over
let
here
me
with
go
her.
along with it like a Baptist.
No,
I'm gonna
it's
sit
all
with
good,
you.
man. How can people get in touch? How can drop that social media?
Well, you can find me at Computer Main on Instagram, and you can get
Is that Computer Main or Computer Man?
MANE. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can find me, and like I said, you can find me at homewayconstruction.com for all your kitchen remodels, bathrooms, water mitigation, fire, water, and mold. We do roofs, commercial and residential.
Right.
And so make sure you hit us up. We got great people. We make some awesome, turn your house into whatever you want to, get it fixed.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you that invoice in just a second, but
I got you.
Hey, look.
He sent it to Rowdy Leg. He gonna be sending the invoice over, Rowdy. What up, Tiger?
hey, but look, man, thank you so much, man. Y'all give it up for him. Give it up for Computer, man.
Yeah, thank y'all.
Legend up in here.
Yeah, thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all having me come out and do the podcast.
Man, we
I
love
appreciate you not
it.
trying to get any more questions up out of me.
Man, I got more questions. I got questions.
You better
I
be
got
happy.
questions. Hey, but look,
Michelle,
y'all make
wrap
sure
it
y'all
up.
join us next week. We got a fire show. We got the DA, Steve Mulroy, coming on the show Friday. Make sure you watch it because look, y'all was talking about these folks getting out, no bail, all of this stuff.
Ain't
He's gonna be
showing
on the
back
show. You
up.
can ask questions you want to ask. But look, we thank you, we appreciate you. Make sure you come back, hit that subscribe button. You've been watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Powered by Black Market Strategies.